Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Look at this. I've just did 12 runs of the stage 15 for Iron Twins Fortress, and I got only 1,800 of these coins. What are these called? Mortal Soul coins. I forget the names. And only 6 Immortal Soul essences. Remember, I need 300 of these to get my 3-star Awaken to a 4-star. So this is gonna take how much? Like 50 days of just this exact RNG for me to get the next awakening, which is kind of insane if you think about it. With all the resources that we will be using up every single day, you can consider it as a waste, or you can consider it as an investment to get that next awakening. Is it really worth it? In my view, it's too expensive at the moment. And we'll be going over some numbers for today's video, and also maybe do some summons, because I also got my soul stones from the Hydra, so we can do something like that along the video. So look at that, 1,800 and only 6 Immortal Soul essences, so like getting an average of a half of these per run. And I didn't even pick up any of the higher ones. Okay, so the higher ones are the ones needed later on to get the next level of awakening, to get it to rank 5 and rank 6. You need these ones right here, the what are these called? The Eternal Soul essences. So it's kind of insane. I did a few crunching up of numbers just to make it more visible for you guys to understand what's the issue with me. Look at that. Look at that amount of silver I have at the top. I really need to farm. All right, so we spend, let's say you want to be spending to get your awakenings as quickly as possible, 150 gems a day. That's an average of 4,500 gems per month on 30 days, right? So that's the most obvious thing. You could use all those gems for anything within the game, and that has a value of about $100 with in-game, just buying them in-game, right? $100 to get 4,200 gems, so somewhere there. And if you want to buy the cheapest way possible, you actually buy this pack right here, the Daily Gem Pack, which will slowly give you that amount over 60 days. So that's the easiest way, I guess, to get those gems, but it's still very, very expensive. I think the gem cost should be lower. It should have been maybe half of that, maybe at 75 gems would have been more reasonable. Then we have 240 energy needed per day to actually farm the stages at 100% win rate, so 7,200 per month, and that is worth about 2.2k gems. So another $10 worth of value in terms of energy spent every day that you could have used somewhere else within the game, either trying to get a fusion or just farming up silver in the spider's den, right? I even calculated that, because we do get silver when we do the stage 15 of the twins, and that's where my biggest issue is. The silver is so low. It's 114,000 silver that I got from 12 runs, and comparing that amount of energy, 240 energy, versus farming the spider, I could have got about maybe 1 million silver from selling all the accessories that I would get from the spider at stage at the maximum stage, so stage 20. And then there's also the time spent. We spend an average of 3 minutes. That's the average runs. Faster runs are like a minute 30, 2 minutes. So 30 minutes plus per day added to our things to do within the game. There's still no super rates added for the Iron Twins, so that's added on top of whatever we're doing at the moment. And not only all of these, like the wasting of resources or using up of resources, it's the fact that the chances to get something worth it is so low. So we're looking at a 6% chance from the Mortal Soul Stones, which these are the ones that we are primarily going to be getting as we play the game. So 6% chance, and then to get the 6-star, which is the highest one that you're going to be looking for, that's another 0.5%. So if I try to do the maths here, it's going to be 0.06 times 0.005. Those are the chances. So not even 3%, not even 0.3%, it's 0.003% chance to get a 6-star legendary from Immortal Soulstone, all right? And then you have the chance to get a legendary champion, which is gonna be insanely low, that like the legendary champion that you're looking for is going to be divided 1 out of 200, let's say, or if you have them in the wish list, then that's going to be double the chance. Okay, so if it's like 1 out of 200, it's going to be 1 out of 100 to get it, so a 1% chance. So if you multiply that again by 0.1%, so look at that. Look at that. The odds of that happening are insane. For me to get a 6-star CP, of course, 6-star CP is like the dream, right? It's the perfect out of the perfect ones that you can get, like the one that I'm looking for, and it would be insane. But consider that over our lifetime of playing the game. Let's say in the next year of just doing whatever we have to do every single day, using up all of these resources per month, all of these spent. Is that really worth it for those chances? I think the system needs to be overhauled a little bit. The cost needs to be lower, and the amount of coins we get need to be higher, and they also need to be added at higher amounts within events, because I've been noticing that events have been including these resources in them. Not all of the events, like this one, the artifact enhancement, didn't have it in it. The champion training did have some of them in it, but it was 500 mortal soul coins, so half of a soul stone, 10 immortal soul essences. These are very much worth it, since I was already going for the 10 fragments, and then the eternal soul essences. Honestly, that's the only way I can get these. You saw the 12 rounds, I didn't get anything, which is insane. Oh, I'm so close to getting the next legendary ore. So the game needs to have a look at it. The players need to honestly decide with their wallets. So me personally, I have not bought any of these daily soulstone packs. I'm very tempted to for this one, which they've given a value of $1 per, right? Consider also that they will be doing more offers in the future, but even this, I still think the chances are so low to get anything out of these. So this is probably going to be all rares and just basically be useless, and then I'll just sell them back to the vendor and consider what I'll do with what I have through all the resources. So I honestly think they're doing something that is just draining players' desire to play the game. That's what they did. That's what other games did with the Red Awakenings, very similar to, I think it was Marvel Contest of Champions that did Red Star, and it made, you know, it caused a fuss between the players, and how pay to win the game would become because of that. So I don't know what they need to do, but they honestly need to drop all of these down. The energy honestly needs to be removed, the energy requirement, and then super rates need to be added in it. Same way that we have for faction wars, we need to have super rates in everything in the game, honestly, just to make it so that we spend less time in the game. It doesn't make sense for us to be spending so much time for it. It's not gonna make us spend less if we spend less time. I don't think so, especially when I have super rates for Fire Knight. I like right now we have like I prefer that. It's much faster to get my gear, much faster to get my silver. I'm still gonna spend the same amount of energy to the desired point that I want. Let's say I want to spend 2,000 energy, I'm still gonna spend the 2,000 energy. I don't get it why it should be at twice the time. Why not have the super raids enabled all times? I still don't get it. Anyway, to close off the video, guys, I'm gonna do some mortal soulstone summons since we are all here watching, and let's see if I'll get anything out of this one. Hoping for a legendary. Look at that. Okay. Oh my god, I get a Rotos. Actually, that's the one I was looking for. And I do get a cold heart here, which I do have a dupe of. So already that myth of you getting a perfect star for something that you have already that is not there, you obviously still get it. So yeah, I got my Rotos and I got my cold heart there. Althar might be worth it just for some testing for videos, but everything else is probably going to be sold. And also, by the way, I didn't count the silver that we spent for summoning here. You also spent 100,000 silver to do 10 summons. This is 40,000, and this is 120,000. So even more silver. So whatever silver you get. So today I got 114,000 for the 12 runs. I actually spent it all just to do these summons. So it's not like they are giving us something back. So these are my cold hearts. I do have one awakened already. I think my cold heart is at, let me see. She's at a 1-star. Yeah. So like I shouldn't be getting the 1-star again, but I did get it. Anyway, I'll give it to my other cold heart. Pretty easy decision to do. There it is. She's blessed up, ready to go. And then my rotos, that one was the surprise. Gotta check which one I'm using the most. The one with the savage. Yeah, it's the one with the heart. And that's gonna be it for today, guys. What you think so far of the awakening system? That was the breakdown of the cost. I've seen many comments before on my other videos stating exactly what I've been saying, like the costs are too extreme and they need to lower them. So I want to make this video to actually show it to you guys, what 12 runs look, how it really looks for an endgame player, and my thoughts on it. And yeah, guys, let me know down below. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.